Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Miami Redhawks offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Finn. Right on the money. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Redhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Redhawks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for space. It's Lee. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here on third down for this offense. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. It's a seam wide open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the option. He'll do it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run the counter. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. On the ground, it's Lee. And they're in for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. He leaves it with his back. Guys, let's talk about the Red Hawks. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Red Hawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Finn. With the catch, it's Williamson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Red Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Lots of running room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Red Hawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop as there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. Right back to it. Boom. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They try to get it outside on the left. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for space. It's Lee. They convert on third down. To the 46-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed down at the 18, and they're in business.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Forced out of the pocket. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking downfield, it's Finn. He snags it over the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The option look. Quick toss. Shows him the stiff arm. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created a turnover.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Looking for a man. It's Finn. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there, and on third down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lost a throw again. Quick completion on the out. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Redhawks. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. He wants to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. The pitch. There he goes. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to pass. It's Orji. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reynolds. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with the offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Sends it back in motion, trying to get the corner. Headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Finn. They're working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And how about that in the fourth quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll send the back in motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Picks up 3. Second down.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab deep. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll try to get outside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll pitch it. Turning on the Jets. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback takes a knee.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.